Dr. Pache, please tell me how you came to meet Dr. Beisteiner.
I came to meet Dr. Beisteiner when I commissioned her to premiere my concertino for guitar and harpsichord, which was premiered in January of 2017 in the Valletta International Baroque Festival.
And what was it specifically about Dr. Beisteiner's performances that made you want to ask her to premiere this new work here in the Musikverein?
It was the fact that she is meticulous in her work, but the most important thing is that she's enthusiastic about premiering new works.
This particular work has a really interesting title. Can you tell me a little bit about what it means?
Yes, the Mdina Suite is inspired by our old capital city of Mdina. My country, Malta, has a very big heritage starting from the Stone Age till the modern days. And like a lot of my work, the Mdina Suite is inspired by heritage. In this particular case, our old capital, Mdina.
And how did growing up in Malta influence your creative direction?
It influenced me a lot because we have a particular lifestyle. I started learning music from the brass band, like most people over there. You listen to folk music, which inspires you, and even the language itself has a particular sound to it, and it inspired my initial musical direction.
And being a guitarist yourself, can you tell me a little bit about how this affects your approach to the composition, writing for your own instrument versus writing for, say, an instrument that you don't play?
Well, writing for the guitar, since I performed on it professionally for 13 years, I know the instrument inside out, so I know all the nuances, and I could go into a lot of further detail without having to contact the performer all the time.
And what are the particular specific challenges that face a composer when writing for a solo instrument?
Well, your range of options are limited in several ways, but personally, when I am limited on the range of options, I become more creative because I take on the challenge.
And can you tell me a little bit about the creative process? How do you begin to write a work? What's the starting point, and how do you develop your ideas?
Well, the initial inspiration can be several things. It can be a landscape, it can be a simple title. I usually conceive a project and then think about it, develop it, and then find the funding for it. Not the other way around, where I get money for a specific project. When it comes to musical ideas, I've never had any problems getting musical inspiration. Maybe the peculiar thing with me is that I can compose only between 7 in the morning and 1 p.m. After 1 p.m., I get no more musical ideas.
And do you have a preferred medium, an instrument perhaps you particularly like writing for?
Certainly, my preferred medium is the voice. I think it's the instrument which is most intimate to the human being, and also the marriage of the music and text I find is very, very powerful.
So back to Malta now. You've talked a lot about how Malta has influenced you, and obviously this year it's Valletta 2018, the city of the capital of culture. There's been a huge programme of events in Malta culturally, lots of concerts and performances. Can you talk to me a bit about Maltese audiences and their appetite for new music?
Well, I must say that the events of Valletta 2018 have been a mind-opener for a lot of people who would never knew about certain kinds of art forms, and it's been like an opener, an appetizer for people to investigate these art forms and musical ideas in years beyond 2018.
And back to Vienna now, how are you feeling about tonight's performance, and what does it mean to you to have your music premiered in the Wiener Musikverein?
Well, in your career you set goalposts, and one of them is having my music performed in Vienna. To be honest, I never thought that I would get my music performed in the Musikverein, but for me it's an honor, and I intend to take this collaboration with Austria and Dr. Beisteiner further in the future.
Dr. Pace, thank you very much for talking to us.